Hello, this is Dave, and welcome to this channel on how God loves your personality. What you're about to see is an amazing pattern. Everyone experiences these dimensions of love: goodness, truth, and beauty. And the harmony of those three together, oneness, perceived by your will, intellect, and emotions, and the composite life of them all. The ancient Greeks gave these temperaments names that aren't very helpful. Modern psychology updated them, and that's better, but doesn't bring out the core essence above, and it's not very memorable. So what I've found is that the easiest way to explain this is to simply think of them as the four seasons: the disciplined autumn, clarity of winter, the joyful spring, and the paradise of summer. This pattern is everywhere: nature, culture, movies. It's inside you. So, let's look at some examples. Starting with an easy one, Dr. McCoy is the emotional sensualist.
You bet your pointed ears I am.
In the center, we have the captain of the Enterprise, whose will is in command, supported by the fascinating, logical Spock, and the ship brings them the common mission. You see something similar with the movie Jaws. Going from left to right, Hooper is the intellectual, Quint is the practical, driven hunter, and Police Chief Brody is the moralist. In the timeless novel Pride and Prejudice, we see a pattern in romance. As complements, the fall and the spring are often attracted to each other, as well as the winter and the summer. We also see that with mentors. The idealist Luke Skywalker trains from the wise Jedi, as Princess Leia and Han Solo are drawn to each other.
Oh, Marge, I don't want to be a phlegmatic.
Technically, Homer is a spring, but he's often written as a harmonizer to give the group a center. The forerunner for this show was the 70s classic All in the Family, where the temperaments are pretty distinctive. Edith the moralist, Archie the excitable, Gloria the peacemaker, and Michael the intellectual. And this one is fascinating because the very plot of the movie is each one looking to boost the temperament quality of one of the others in themselves. The fun scarecrow needs the cunning of the lion, who needs the willpower of the Tin Man, who needs to loosen up like the scarecrow. And of course, Dorothy is the summer who brings them all together for her mission to get home. This tale is so profound, it's never going away. Lord of the Rings emphasizes not the personality, but the mission. For example, Frodo sacrifices for the Irish spring hobbits. Gandalf is the wise prophet, and Aragorn assumes the role of the great king. Now, this band of merry men weren't fictional. Did you ever wonder why they had such universal appeal? Everything fit, like one life. And here again, the summer is different and it synchronizes the rest. We see the same pattern in the Gospels: Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Matthew is the intellectual prophet, always convincing people from all the clues Christ is the guy, and Mark is the spring. It's all about simple power. Luke is the classy moralist. We've provided this account as thoroughly as possible. John is the idealistic mystic, where everything is about the paradise of God's love. And this one's fascinating too. The United States government is based upon the interior of a person's soul. The president exerts the will for the country. The intellectuals make judgments on the court, and the legislative reports the sensations of the body politic. This is a genius design. It's the best natural government you can have, even though the players often seem like clowns. But before any of us start to criticize, just remember, this is a picture of what goes on inside every person. Yep. But speaking of comedy, the summer here is the guy on the right, not the guy in the back. Well, we could go on forever. So that's it. There you go. There's more information on my website, but the basic idea is simple. We're all just God's kids. And we have different colors, don't we? Hope you enjoyed it. Forgive me if I'm melodramatic, because I can't help it.